harnessing their nightmares. All in service of the epic adventure. This is your story. This is our story. Soldiers, scientists, adventurers, oddities. 25 years later, the resistance has become a revolution. Each step on our quest brought us closer to this moment. Right here, right now.
Are you ready to StarCraft 2?
StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2.
Ah d'accord, on a eu un reverse. Très bien. Un jeu de plateau. Lui, il est bien connu, lui. Ouais, il fête les 25 ans de Blizzard, quoi. Ah, il y avait Todd. Les mecs, ils arrivaient dans des avions et tout, normal. C'était la période Starcraft Broudoir, ça. Avec Grubby. Vous avez vu, c'est Grubby.
They are going for the core! It's going down to the beach!
Who is that guy? He is one tough badass.
Well played, well played, well played, well played.
Putain, ah, le film Warcraft. Non mais paye ta licence quand même. T'as vu tout ce qu'ils ont fait en 25 ans, les mecs? Je suis sûr que Chris Metzen, il va faire un truc ce soir. Bah vu qu'il vient de prendre sa retraite, c'est les 25 ans de Blizzard, c'est sûr il sera là, Chris Metzen. Obligé, il va présenter quelque chose, il va faire un truc.
Let's build the next 25 years together.
Waouh. Yeah! C'est ça qu'on veut!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Morhaime!
Bon, lui, c'est le boss, hein.
Alliance and Horde. Terran, Protoss, and Zerg. Heroes of Sanctuary. Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of Overwatch. Fellow gamers and friends, welcome to BlizzCon 2016. Can you believe this is our 10th BlizzCon together? How many of you have been to BlizzCon before? How many of you have been to 3 or more BlizzCons? How about 5 or more? Anyone been to all 10 BlizzCons?
C'est grand, hein, putain. Yuna, il est là-bas, là. Yuna, il est là-bas.
And how many of you are attending BlizzCon for the very first time? Welcome to all of you, and to everyone watching at home. We have some important milestones to celebrate this year. This year is Blizzard's 25th year making games. And next
Putain,
month
25 ans, tu
will
réalises?
mark the 20-year anniversary
25 ans.
of Diablo. On a personal note, I feel so fortunate
20 ans de
to
Diablo.
have had the opportunity to work with so many talented and passionate people during the past 25 years. And words can't describe what it's been like for us to be able to share our worlds with you. We are so grateful that out of countless options, you have chosen to invest your time and your passion in this community. We would not be here today if not for you. You have made this journey, this adventure, more epic, more wonderful than I could have possibly imagined. Thank you.
Donc là, il remercie tout le monde, machin, pour cette aventure, tout ça, blabla.
And
Dire,
what an
dire que j'ai joué à Diablo à sa
adventure we've been on
sortie,
together.
20 ans, tu te rends compte? 96.
The world has changed in many ways. Look how far games have come. What was once constructed out of paper and dice has grown and spread globally with the help of technology. Games enhance our happiness. They teach us things. They engage our minds and our hearts, and they can bring us closer to ourselves and to each other. There is something powerful and lasting about the excitement, joy, and personal connections we experience through games. I mean, look at all of us. Blizzcon is a great example of the connectedness that games and technology can bring to the world. I think about how far we've come since the first Blizzcon, which hosted 4,000 people in just 2 halls in this convention center. For the past several years, we've taken over the entire Anaheim Convention Center with over 25,000 attendees. Some of you may have noticed that they are
J'espère
building
une
a
grosse
new
annonce pour
hall.
Diablo, mais c'est sûr. Non, pour le moment, il n'y a pas d'annonce. C'est l'intro du président, Mike Moraim.
This year,
Il remercie tout le
you
monde.
all came to BlizzCon from all 50 states and 60 countries across 6
Ils vont annoncer trop de trucs.
We have people here from as
Ils
far
vont
away
annoncer
as
trop de
Argentina,
trucs, c'est sûr.
South Africa, India, and Japan. In
Lourd,
addition to
méthode
all
dépassée,
of you
chlorure.
attending
Nice.
live,
Ça fait plaisir.
millions more are joining us
Méthode à gagner,
via
ouais, alors qu'ils étaient menés de 2-1.
70
Ils ont fait 3-2.
streams in 19
C'était un BO5, hein, au meilleur de 3 manches.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us here and for those watching at home. We're excited to be part of this experience with you, to create this experience together with you. And we can't wait to talk about what we've been working on. Before we look forward, I want to say one last thing about looking back. Tonight at 8 p.m., I hope you will join us in the Grand Plaza in front of the Convention Center. We're going to cap off our anniversary celebration with a toast and some great live music. We will have custom craft beers on tap. Songhammer will be performing. And Hold the Door, Christian Nairn will kick off things as our special guest DJ.
Non, t'as rien loupé pour le moment. C'est l'introduction du président. Et après, ils vont commencer à balancer les annonces et tout et tout. C'est sûr, en fait. C'est certain. Vous entendez quoi, les gars, ce soir dans le chat? Dites-moi. Diablo? Starcraft? Warcraft 4? C'est quoi que vous attendez? Vous imaginez quoi? Et oui, c'est Odor qui va... Ils vont avoir Odor en mixeur, en DJ. DJ Odor. Parce que c'est un DJ, Odor.
Alan led Blizzard through the creation of Warcraft, Starcraft, and Diablo. And he served as lead designer on World of Warcraft for 4 years.
Diablo 2, War 3, j'attends tout. Diablo, la fin de WoW, arrête. Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo, gros patch. Non, mais à mon avis, Diablo, c'est carrément un nouveau jeu qui vont sortir. Hein. C'est les 25 ans, ça fait 20 ans que Diablo est sorti. C'est sûr qu'il y a quelque chose. C'est sûr.
2016 has been a big year for Warcraft.
Starcraft.
How many of you saw and loved the Warcraft movie?
Ah, il parle du film. Attends.
Warcraft was an epic film with heart, humor, and action. And it did well at the box office, too. becoming the highest grossing game-based movie ever made. Following the movie, Azeroth saw a massive invasion of demons with the launch of Legion. Old heroes fell, and new heroes rose. With this expansion, we wanted to ensure there would be more for you to do in World of Warcraft than ever before. We just released Return to Karazhan, which I hope you are enjoying.
Peut-être qu'ils vont annoncer un... Mais c'est sûr qu'il y a une suite. Enfin, je pense. Ils avaient dit que c'était une trilogie à la base. Non, pas de nouveau MMO, impossible.
Our next content update is already in the works, and there's much more coming. You can learn all about our plans
Lost Viking 2.
on the
Bon, on va voir, hein.
channel later today. It is going to be an awesome 2017 for the Alliance.
Le public.
And for the Horde. We're excited to be working with Make-A-Wish again this year to make a donation for a very good cause. Starting on December 1st, we will offer a new charity pet, Mischief, the Fell Kitty.
Et dans le chat, for the Alliance ou for the Horde, hein? On est hors deux quand même ici sur la Zoltan TV. Attends, quand même. Exagère pas.
Will be donated to Make-A-Wish. To date, you all have helped raise over $4 million for a very good cause to help grant wishes. These are kids with very serious medical conditions, and you're making a big difference in their lives. That's a really good thing.
Ah, il y a quand même des amis dans le chat, hein.
Right.
Ah ouais.
This was a big year for another Blizzard
Non,
game.
mais on sait tous dans le fond que vous êtes quand même des hordeux, tu vois. Regardez le chat là, tu vois. Enfin, on sait que la horde domine quand même un petit peu. À Overwatch.
We've added Ana, updated competitive play, hosted the Summer Games, heard the tale of Junkenstein's revenge, and more. In October, we announced that there are over 20 million Overwatch players, an achievement the game reached in about 4 months, faster than any other Blizzard game. This has been a historic year. Junkenstein's revenge. Let's take a look back at the launch of Overwatch.
Wow. Zoltan, il sombra.
Prepare to attack.
So that map shows you where everybody's logging in all over the world. So at 4 o'clock when the service goes live, hopefully you'll start to see the map lighting up.
This is now my domain.
It's 3:30. You guys good and ready?
Oh, we're as ready as we're gonna be.
This is the server's not working great screen.
C'est le lancement d'Overwatch ça?
Busy again.
Oh la vache.
Very unique launch in that,
Les mecs on dirait une réunion des chefs d'état, tu sais. C'est un truc de ouf.
We're waiting for
To see the map lighting up.
Ah, c'est fait exprès. Faut pas faire des choses comme ça, les mecs. Son bras hack.
You thought this was supposed to be the most advanced security system.
What the fuck? C'est énorme.
Do you have satellite?
Of course. Are you certain the target is on site? Oh, she's here, all right. Okay, you're in.
I cannot wait until the inspection is over.
The door. Sombra.
Turrets are down.
I am in position. Sombra, Time to target. Incoming, right now.
C'est énorme.
Chairman Volsker, the new guidance systems. There will be the difference in destroying the hated Omnics.
Tell me we're still on schedule. The Omnium will not wait for us to be ready before they attack again. Our first new mechs in a decade. This will ensure the future of Russia. Just a little bit further.
It's small scale, let's move!
Ah, c'était pas le moment, mais merci. Merci à toi. Le ensemble combo qui tombe bien. Non, leurs cinématiques sont incroyables. T'inquiète, Alka.
Sombra, I'm cut off. It's on you now.
I'm all over it. Getting away.
All mechs, fire on catwalk, level 3!
Sombra, status.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Look at you go! Find her!
Volskaya. You have no idea what it took for me to make this meeting happen. Relájate, I'm not going to kill you.
J'enlève les alertes pendant les annonces, d'accord?
I'm the one that set off the alarm.
Sombra, do you have the target?
Okay, listen. I'm here to make a friend and show you something I found. Tell me, what would happen if the people of Russia learned that their defender against the Omnics was actually getting her tech from the enemy? What would that do to the future of Russia? What do you want? The most powerful woman in Russia? I've always wanted a friend like that. So I'm thinking, I don't let these images appear on every hall of it in the world. And you help out your new friend every now and then. What do you say? Clock's ticking, amiga. As if I had the choice. Now what, friend?
Comment ça, Temenos?
I'll be in touch. Boop. Mission failed. Target escaped.
C'est énorme. C'est énorme, ce perso il va claquer. La cinématique est incroyable. Nice! Et Vladimir Poutine, Non, pardon, désolé.
Do you know why you are here?
I believe I do.
Ah, il y a des clans, ça y est, il y a des clans maintenant dans Overwatch. Tu vois, Creeper, elle est avec Widowmaker, machin et tout.
So
Génial!
there you have it. Sombra will be the next hero joining the cast of Overwatch. I'm sure no one saw that coming. Sombra is a stealthy offensive infiltrator who can hack enemy abilities. She's able to turn the tide of battle in subtle and not so subtle ways. And good news, she is here at Blizzcon for you to play. Overwatch launched with maps in several locations around the world. And this summer, we took you to Germany with the Eichenwalde map. There are more maps coming. One of them is Oasis, a high-tech city that was terraformed in the Arabian desert. We're also working on a brand new feature called the Arcade, which will host new game modes, new rule sets, and exclusive maps. One of the exclusive arcade maps is Eco Point Antarctica, the research facility where May was cryogenically frozen for almost a decade. As you can imagine, it is very cool. I know. This map has been custom built for the arcade's 1v1 and 3v3 arena-style game modes. These are just 2 new game types that will be available in the arcade, with more to come. The Overwatch team will tell you all about this new content in their panel today, here on the main stage. And next week, on the public test realm, we'll add Sombra, the arcade, and Eco Point Antarctica. Oasis will hit the PTR in December.
PTR en décembre, ok d'accord. PTR décembre pour Sombra.
StarCraft 2 also had a busy year. We launched Legacy of the Void to a tremendous response right after last BlizzCon. We followed that up with our Nova Covert Ops mission packs, which extended the StarCraft 2 single-player experience. I'm pleased to reveal that the 3rd and final set of Nova missions is coming out on November 22nd. Legacy of the Void's co-op missions have taken on a life of their own, rivaling the level of activity that we see on the StarCraft 2 competitive ladder. We went all out with co-op missions this year, adding new co-op commanders, new missions, deeper customization, and more. And we're not done yet. Here at BlizzCon, we're revealing new co-op missions and a brand new co-op commander, Alexei Stukov, the infested Terran Admiral. You can try out Stukov and one of the new missions this weekend on the show floor. Before I move on, I want to talk about another way in which technology is pushing humanity forward. Advances in artificial intelligence brought us things like intelligent search, improved medical procedures, and even self-driving cars. I'm sure many of you were as fascinated as I was when Google's DeepMind AI AlphaGo defeated Lee Sedol in one of the top Go players in the world earlier this year. Since then, there's been a lot of speculation on what DeepMind will take on next. To answer that question, I'd like to introduce Oriol Vinyals from the DeepMind team.
Si c'est des détails, c'est pas grand chose, bah, ils rajoutent des missions coop et tout de ce que j'ai compris. C'est quoi ça?
And thanks BlizzCon for the warm welcome. I've actually attended BlizzCon twice before as a fan. And yeah, I must say the show looks quite different from upstage. Unfortunately, they asked me to leave my phone backstage, otherwise I would definitely take a selfie right now.
Ça veut dire que DeepMind va se confronter à un jeu Blizzard. Tu peux développer des Milos?
I've been an artificial intelligence researcher for 10 years, initially at Google, and I'm now at DeepMind. So our mission at DeepMind is to solve intelligence and use it to make the world a better place. And we pioneered the use of games as a key part of our plan to get there. I've been a gamer my whole life, actually, and have always loved playing StarCraft, and WoW. Yeah.
What?
As a matter of fact, in my younger days, I was one of Spain and Europe top-ranked Brood War player, and that passion for StarCraft stayed with me throughout university. In fact, one of the projects I worked on while I was a PhD student at Berkeley was an independent artificial intelligence that was able to play high-level brute war. We called it Overmind. As Mike mentioned, we recently developed an agent that learned to play the board game Go.
Ça va enfin rendre bien plus fort que les joueurs si le niveau de l'auto-amélioration est élevé.
C'est
ouf ça.
Our agent, AlphaGo, was able to play
donc l'intelligence artificielle sera balèze quoi.
Top-ranked Go players, Lee Sedol, in a 5-game show
on dit tous qu'on était top là-dedans. Attends, on écoute.
With the world watching, and it won 4-1. You.
Balèze TV.
So, since then, we've started to focus our attention on a new research environment that represents the messiness of the real world. Hidden information, asymmetry, and real time. Which brings us to StarCraft 2. So, today I'm very excited to be announcing our collaboration with Blizzard to open up StarCraft 2 to AI researchers around the world. It's been a fantastic collaboration and a dream come true. So what Blizzard will do, they will release their API early next year, which will allow researchers and hobbyists from around the world to build and train their own AI agents to play StarCraft 2. For StarCraft players like myself, advances in AI could yield some drastic benefits. For example, we might see more interesting AI opponents for a variety of skill levels, or AI coaches that can help players improve. And there's still a long way to go, but maybe we'll even see an agent take on the Blizzcon champion in a show match. Yeah. Also, on a broader scope, these advancements we make in StarCraft might help us when we apply them to the real-world challenges we face in science, energy, and other human endeavors. So please join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on the main stage to learn more about how we build AI at DeepMind and why StarCraft is such a great environment for AI research. Thanks again, and I'll turn the show to Mike. Thanks. Hey. Cheers.
Putain, c'est ouf. Donc en gros, on aurait des intelligences artificielles plus fortes en fait.
I'm very excited about that, and I'm so proud that Oriel and his team have chosen StarCraft 2 for this important work. The foundations of this project are being built now, and you can help simply by playing StarCraft 2 online.
Non, il était stressé, le mec.
We're all cheering on the DeepMind team as they pursue new frontiers in AI research, and I'm sure this is going to be a very difficult challenge, beating humans. Okay, we can't talk about StarCraft 2 or nearly any other Blizzard game without mentioning esports. This weekend, after a very exciting opening week, we're hosting the finals for StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, World of Warcraft Arena, and for the first time, the Overwatch World Cup. That's a lot of esports.
Putain, lourd.
And there's a lot of money up for grabs. Over $2.7 million will be given away this weekend. Altogether, pro gamers will have taken home more than $8 million in Blizzard tournaments this year. A certain group of players also earned full tuition this year for the remainder of their college careers. I'm talking about the Arizona State University Real Dream Team. ASU dramatically returned to win this year's Heroes of the Dorm tournament after losing to UC Berkeley in the finals last year. We followed ASU and the other teams who made it to the Heroic Four, and we created a documentary from the footage that we captured. This film offers a deep and moving glimpse into the lives of a new generation of sports heroes, and it's premiering here on the main stage tomorrow at 2:30. You all will be the first in the world to see it before its wider release next week. We're very happy with how the film came out, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's take a look back at some of the exciting esports action leading up to BlizzCon.
You can see the passion of the crowd to be here in person. It's just very special.
Donc là, il parle de l'e-sport là un peu.
The moments. It is time to crown a champion. What an impressive performance throughout the entire tournament. Who will be the champion? He is so happy.
Il parle des gains totaux des joueurs et dit qu'une équipe de l'Arizona a gagné le paiement de leurs frais d'inscription à l'université. C'est lourd. C'est lourd, franchement c'est lourd. Ah, parce que c'est vachement cher l'université aux États-Unis, ça marche pas comme en France en fait. Tu dois faire des crédits à je sais pas combien d'années, c'est des milliers, dizaines de milliers de dollars là-bas. C'est pas pareil. Et en fait Blizzard, le concept c'est si une équipe gagne ou je sais pas quoi, ils payent les frais d'inscription à l'université, enfin c'est énorme. C'est trop cool.
Blizzcon is in their sight.
He's crushed through the forces.
This could be it. Seth might be our champion. Dark, finally a champion. Showtime may have done it.
True is the overmind.
Beyond is the GSL champion. Solar holds the trophy high. He's done what no foreigner has ever done. Let's find out who is going to Blizzcon. Method's so close to going to Blizzcon. And that's gonna be it! Something goes down! What an unbelievable job. What just happened? Smackdown, Grubcup laying down the law. He's down to 10% HP. Fizzo, in the meantime, going down to 5% HP. He's gonna get taken down.
Ouais, c'est ça, Lord David.
Cruz goes down.
Donc là c'est tout le côté e-sport en fait. Blizzard e-sport. Yeah. Lourd. Non mais les cash prizes sont incroyables. La méthode a gagné tout à l'heure contre Panda Gaming. Ils ont gagné 3-2. Ils étaient menés 2-1, ils ont gagné 3-2.
So the competition lined up this weekend represents the absolute best of the best. You all are present for the equivalent of the Super Bowl of Blizzard esports. So make the most of this weekend and check out the world-class gaming talent on display. There's nothing like this anywhere else in the world. In addition to hosting the first Overwatch World Cup, we have a major new announcement to make for Overwatch esports. Blizzard has been making competitive multiplayer games from the beginning. Overwatch reflects our experience and our passion for super fun, well-balanced, team-based gameplay. We designed Overwatch from the ground up to excel as a competitive game. And now, we're looking for the top players in the world and the team owners who will form the Overwatch League.
Overwatch League? Ils vont faire une ligue? Non. Sérieux? Ah carrément, les mecs qui sortent une Overwatch League.
The Overwatch League
Putain.
represents a true next generation esports experience.
C'est énorme.
There will be a combine where players attend tryouts and will be evaluated by team owners and coaches across a series of tests. Teams will be formed around major cities to support the growth of a regional fan base. There will be regular schedules, professional contracts, free agency, baseline minimum salaries and benefits, providing more stability for teams and players.
Wow! Ça c'est ouf.
Pro players will compete for fortune, fame, and glory, and have a chance to achieve the types of rewards and recognition you see with traditional sports. This next video provides a taste of what we have in mind.
What's in the name? Well, that depends on what you do with it. Put it out there. Level it up. Get good with it. Like, really good. Get it voted for. Get it feared. Get it to the top.
Les mecs montent une ligue quoi, avec revenus, minimum salary cap, mais c'est ouf. C'est complètement ouf.
Get it on a big monthly check. Cash it. Commit to it. Put it on everything. What about this thing? Nah, it's bigger than that. Make your whole city know. Check that. The whole world. Hear it talked about. See it in the headlines. Then, watch it all come crashing down. Wait. What? Okay. Get it back on the map. Get it back on top. Get it as the #1 fantasy draft pick. Bring it to the playoffs. Get it on the back of a champion.
That's your name.
Oh!
Better yet,
C'est Serena Williams.
become a champion. Hear it on the lips of thousands of screaming fans chanting it over and over and over again. What's in the name? Well, that's up to you.
C'est énorme. C'est énorme. Les mecs sortent une ligue, quoi. En 2017, une ligue. Tu réalises une ligue.
We're very excited to share
Au niveau professionnel, enfin c'est ouf.
In the meantime, keep making a name for yourself in competitive.
C'est bon, j'arrête tout, je passe pro sur Overwatch. Sa mère. Vas-y, c'est bon. C'est fini. 24 heures d'Overwatch demain. Mais qui craque, tu sais.
All right. In addition to hearing all of our latest news and watching esports, Blizzcon is all about having fun, meeting up with friends, and seeing all of the attractions. One of my favorite highlights every year are the community contests. The costume, talent, art, and movie contests are taking place right here at 6 p.m. tonight. And this weekend, they're being hosted by Thomas Middleditch from the HBO series Silicon Valley. And of course, closing things out for us tomorrow night is the one and only fellow geek, Weird Al Yankovic. If you've never seen Weird Al live, it's really a must-see, trust me. One final note I'd like to share is that BlizzCon is very much an all-Blizzard event. Thousands of Blizzard employees are not just attending the show, but are here putting on the show. They're running the stages and the demo areas, and they're also mingling and enjoying BlizzCon with you. Many of them are wearing special blue shirts, so you can easily identify them. Feel free to say hello. We're really looking forward to meeting and talking with you this weekend. To me, BlizzCon represents gamers at their best. These are interesting and strange times we're living in. It's never been more important to play nice, play fair, and think globally, two of Blizzard's core values. Let's remind the world that what matters most is not winning or being first or loudest, but how we are with each other. Let's make BlizzCon a positive example to the world. Be good to each other, here, online, and out in the world. Thank you, and have a great BlizzCon. Okay, now for Heroes of the Storm, please help me welcome production director and Blizzard veteran, Kaeo Milker.
Alors, ils ont parlé de StarCraft 2, ils ont parlé de Overwatch, là ils vont parler de Heroes of the Storm, donc il va manquer WoW, Diablo et Hearthstone. Super. On s'approche les gars tout doucement.
You know, as Mike was talking about celebrating our 25th anniversary, I was thinking about where I was 25 years ago and how much Blizzard games have meant to me. My Blizzard memories go all the way back to the original Lost Vikings on Super Nintendo. The timeline of my major life events runs in close parallel to the releases of Warcraft, Diablo, and StarCraft. Over the past 25 years, these games, their communities, and my love for them has meaningfully shaped who I am. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that.
Il va y avoir une annonce,
Now,
c'est
this
sûr.
milestone also holds special meaning for the Heroes of the Storm.
Il lag leur lecteur un peu des fois.
When you think about it, Heroes of the Storm is BlizzCon the game. It's our place to celebrate all things Blizzard in one amazing experience. And as developers, we get to celebrate our love for these characters and worlds in ways that we can't do anywhere else. And we're honored to share that with all of you. Now, it wasn't too long ago that we used this very stage to introduce the first iteration of our game. And it was here at BlizzCon that we renamed and evolved it over the next few years. And that was just the beginning. Since last BlizzCon, we've delivered balance patches as often as every week. Major feature patches every 4 to 6 weeks. 19 hero reworks. 3 new battlegrounds.
Merci.
15 new heroes, including our first 2 Overwatch heroes. Yeah. We completely rebuilt our matchmaking system. We redesigned ranked play from the ground up. We brought you unranked draft, ranked seasons with rewards, added the MVP and commendation systems, and most recently, we introduced StarCraft to the Nexus with our Machines of War event. Yeah, I love me some StarCraft.
Machine of War.
Last year, we brought the arena to BlizzCon. And with your feedback and enthusiasm in hand, we went back to the studio energized and inspired to expand those arena maps into an entirely new gameplay mode that we just launched.
On parlera des stats du palier après la BlizzCon, mais c'est écrit la prio.
We've created the ultimate sandbox that lets us stretch the Nexus in impossible ways and deliver a new, unexpected experience to you every single week with arenas, rule mutations, and single-lane battlegrounds. Now, our next brawl takes full advantage of those opportunities, and I'm excited to introduce you to Blackheart's Revenge. So everyone's favorite ghost pirate has taken to the high seas in our newest brawl that introduces an asymmetrical style of gameplay to the Nexus, where each team has their own win condition. In this brawl, only one team has a core. You're either charged with defending it against Blackheart's onslaught, or helping Blackheart's ghost ship sail the seas to blow it to smithereens.
Blackheart's Revenge.
We have Blackheart's Revenge here at BlizzCon for everyone to experience.
T'as aimé mon anglais?
And for those of you at home, it'll debut in-game as a brawl.
Par contre, faut que t'arrêtes de rire comme ça, toi.
Yeah. Now, of course, it wouldn't be Heroes of the Storm without the heroes. With every new hero edition, we're paying homage to those special moments we've shared as Blizzard gamers. Those experiences which crystallized our love for these games and characters. And in that spirit of paying homage, our newest addition to the Nexus honors a fallen warrior who recently made the ultimate sacrifice.
Wouh! Une cinématique. Ah, j'ai peur. Whoa, 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 whoa.
A king has fallen. A father. A friend. A warrior. Defender of the Alliance. He was a beacon of hope. A leader without measure. A man who would never accept defeat. He was our shield against the storm.
Nashor. C'est Nashor. Ah merde, c'est dans LoL ça. Ragnaros. Il est lourd le skin. Ah, c'est skin Heroes of the Storm quoi.
Wherever he has gone, Varian Rin will remain a hero. Always.
For Azeroth. C'est comme il... Lourd.
So that's right. Varian and Ragnaros are coming to the...
Ragnaros aussi.
Yes. They're coming to the Nexus from World of Warcraft, and both heroes offer up vastly different gameplay experiences. Varian is our first multi-class hero. And what we love about him is his ability to be an adaptable fighter who can assume the role of a shield-bearing warrior or a life-ending assassin based on the talent choices you make in game.
J'ai enlevé les alertes le temps que...
With game-changing talents at levels 4 and 10, you have the power to play this hero a total of 6 very different ways to suit your play style, as well as the needs of your team in your current match.
Alors, il reste WoW, Diablo et Hearthstone au niveau des annonces. On va avoir quelque chose. Il y a eu l'annonce d'une ligue professionnelle lancée à partir de 2017 sur Overwatch, pour ceux qui viennent de nous rejoindre dans le chat. Ils ont annoncé des nouvelles maps sur StarCraft 2. Et là, bah voilà, nouveau truc sur Heroes of the Storm. Donc on est à la moitié de la conf. Vivons la suite parce que ça va être un truc de ouf.
And this is where things get really crazy. Use his trait Molten Core to take over a fort, whether it's still standing or not, and become gigantic. As Ragnaros, you become the raid boss. Use your empowered abilities to defend against an enemy siege or bolster your forces during a push. You may very well full wipe the puny insects who try to fight you. Now, both of these heroes are here for you to try out today on the show floor. And yeah. And we can't wait to see what you'll do with them when they hit the game. We won't have to wait long because Varian comes to our test realm next week and releases the week of November 15th, with Ragnaros following close behind in December.
En décembre. Donc beaucoup de choses pour la fin d'année du coup.
So let's take a look at Varian, Blackheart's Revenge, and Ragnaros in action, as well as take a peek at some of the skins and other surprises coming very soonish.
I fight for my kingdom.
Stormwind dans map? C'était Stormwind dans map là? Non? Ah, c'est les attaques de... Ah, il a l'air stylé Variant quand même. Hein. C'est assez joli Heroes of the Storm quand même. Hein. Black Earth's Revenge, c'est la nouvelle map. Merci pour les follow. La map des dragons? Je connais pas moi. Wow. Ça a l'air énorme. Génial.
As you can see, there has never been a better time to play Heroes of the Storm. So in celebration, starting November 15th and running through January 4th, we're launching our biggest giveaway to date, the Nexus Challenge. Just team up with one or more people on your friends list and play games in Heroes to unlock free rewards in both Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm. After 15 games, you'll earn the Genji Oni skin, spray, and player icon in Overwatch, as well as Zarya and the Genji Oni portrait in Heroes of the Storm. And if you and your friends complete 30 games during the challenge, you can also unlock the Orochi Hovercycle mount in Heroes, plus 4 additional free heroes and a free 30-day stim pack. Now that's a ton, yeah, that's a ton of info, so please visit heroesofthestorm.com for all the details. Now there's so much good stuff coming to this game that I can only scratch the surface here. So please check out our deep dive and state of the game developer panels later today at BlizzCon for more information on everything we're bringing you. And of course, don't miss the epic conclusion of the Heroes of the Storm Fall Championship this weekend, where the best teams in the world are putting it all on the line for their shot at becoming our 2016 World Champions. Okay, BlizzCon, we built this game together. Your support encouraged us to break the rules and defy genre conventions, and we're so excited to be celebrating Blizzard's 25th anniversary with each and every one of you.
Donc oubliez pas, les prochaines annonces, c'est WoW, Diablo et Hearthstone.
Bringing you new experiences, meaningful choices, and more unforgettable memories. So as always, thank you, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
Ok, prochain jeu les gars. Ah, putain, je vais peut-être me mettre à jouer Heroes of the Storm moi. Ça me plaît tout ça.
And now, it's my pleasure to help welcome the executive producer of Hearthstone, Hamilton Chu.
Ok, Hearthstone. Ils vont finir par Diablo et WoW, c'est sûr. Là, lors de jeux historiques, enfin... HS. Chaque chose en son temps, les gars. De toute façon, on va tout avoir. Et je vais juste vous préciser que ce que vous regardez là, ce sera sur YouTube en intégralité juste après. Je vais le poster.
All right, so there's been something we've been worrying about on the Hearthstone team. It's been a pretty stressful year for players. First, you had to fend off the return of old gods. They're all whispering and stuff.
Il va annoncer la nouvelle extension d'Hearthstone, c'est sûr. Est-ce que Tank avait raison? On va voir.
We had to wrangle rogue archmages. So we thought, maybe we need to take it easy on you for a little bit. Maybe send you on a nice vacation. Someplace calm, someplace soothing. How about beautiful Gadget Sand? What's more relaxing than a sleepy little outpost out in the Teneris Desert? It's away from the action, it's away from the prying eyes of the Horde and Alliance. It's away from everything. Now, some of you may have been to visit Gadgetzan yourself. Anybody been to Gadgetzan? Awesome. I like you guys. Now, you folks might be thinking to yourself, hey, You.
C'est Gadgetzan, ça.
That's not what Gadgetzan's like anymore.
Ouais, je sais, je viens d'arriver, je regardais le chat.
And you're right.
Oh, c'est beau.
Great cataclysm came a few years ago.
Tanaris, le désert.
It
Le
shook the world
désert.
And turned Gadgetzan into a
Pas la fureur du désert. Les Ankh-Furies sont les maîtres. Pour ceux qui ont fait Zul'Farak à l'ancienne. Petite dédicace au passage.
Was the greatest thing that could have possibly happened to Gadgetzan. With that port came trade. With all that trade pouring in.
Donc là, il nous présente la nouvelle extension d'Hearthstone, c'est sûr.
Exploded into a major city, crowded with bustling citizens from across the lands, and rich with hustling merchants from across the seas. All coming together to build a beautiful city, lined with delightful little streets and charming little shops. But, you remember that away from the prying eyes bit? Turns out there's a lot of people interested in a place like that. You know, unsavory types. And so as the city grew bigger and wealthier, those people came pouring in too. Until now, today, just behind those delightful little streets and charming little shops, there's a dark side to Gadgetzan. An underworld of back alleys and shady dens, worming their way all throughout the city. And that's where the real Gadgetzan lies.
Ça y est, c'est parti.
Ah, Gadgetzan, the city of opportunity.
C'est parti, les gars. Oh, c'est excellent.
Welcome to the big time, pal. On the main streets, Gadgetzan. Now who's got the upper hand?
Mean Streets of Gadgetzan.
Mean Streets of Gadgetzan is Hearthstone's newest expansion.
Nouvelle extension, carrément.
Alright, it's not the peaceful paradise I kind of promised earlier, but it is a city of opportunity. Now, there are different ways you can grasp opportunity. You can be like this fellow, get out your map, put on your shorts, venture forth to find your fortune. Or, you can join the folks who really own the town. Behind it all are 3 notorious crime families, and they run everything. We recommend that second thing. First up, walking the streets in broad daylight are the grimy goons. They're the brutes and enforcers of Gadgetzan. They like to go around offering protection, but not as much as they like taking your way. But they're not just muscle either. If you should find yourself, let's just say, lending them a hand from time to time, they'll make sure you're well equipped for the job. But if you really get in good with the goons, they'll set you up with one of these. A gun that shoots piranhas! It's actually just a little specialty weapon made for hunters. But who among us hasn't dreamed of fighting side by side with tiny fish?
What? Vous avez vu la gueule des cartes?
Those are the cutest piranhas ever. But not everybody is a fan of the goons. There are those who really look down on them. Literally. Up on the rooftops, across the narrowest of ledges, and in strange doorways that seem to go nowhere, is the Jade Lotus. Now, they're not as crude as the goons are. They're not out there taking protection money or hawking silly guns. They're a sleek and secretive syndicate of spies and assassins. No one seems to be quite sure what they're up to, but they sure seem to be up to something. And if you get in their way, you might find yourself crossing paths with a Lotus assassin. He's kind of a slippery fellow, so it's hard to know exactly where he is. But
Nous montre des cartes, tu
he's
sais.
probably in your base, killing your dudes.
Nouvelle classe moine.
And finally,
Une extension ninja,
there are
gangster et
those
ingénieur
who
gobelin. Mais c'est ça.
don't
Hein.
have the hefty handguns of the goons or the deft footwork of the Lotus. What they do have are loads of questionable potions and even more questionable morals. They're the Cabal. In the Cabal are spellcasters who have been kicked out of their own guilds due to creative differences. So they hide away in secret, brewing their potions and lending magical aid to those in need. If you come to them and you ask real nicely, they may offer you the services of the Cabal Talon Priest. And who wouldn't want his services? Just look at his talons. They're crackling with health. Oh, come on, that one's good. I like that one. All right. So now you know a little bit about our three families, but here's the fun part. What really makes them mighty is that each of them, the Grimy Goons, the Jade Lotus, and the Cabal, were originally formed by a coalition of 3 different classes. And these 3 classes in each family have decided they like working together. So in the mean streets of Gadgetan, we've created a brand new type of card, the Tri-Class card. Each family has their own exclusive set of them. This is how it works for the Cabal. In the Cabal are mages, priests, and warlocks. So their Tri-Class cards can be played in any one of those classes' decks. Here's an example. The Cabal Courier. So that potion icon in the corner there, the emblem of the Cabal,
Il y a des cartes qui sont propres aux classes, ça y est.
which means that this
Ah, ça c'est
is
lourd
an
ça.
industrious harpy
Comme des
can be played
espèces
in
de
any
spé
mage,
ou...
priest or warlock deck. It is super fun tinkering with tri-class cards to see how they play and feel in each of their different classes. On top of that, just to mix things up even more, when you play the Courier, you get to discover a card from those classes. So if you've ever wished that your warlock could get his hands on some healing, or that your priest could throw
Il
a
commence
fireball,
enfin à mettre les règles de WoW
he may
TCG.
be able to help you out.
C'est cool, hein.
Now, it's not easy getting 3 classes
Des
to work
decks de
together like
mutants.
that. So each family has their own fearless leader. For the Cabal,
C'est une grosse upgrade hein, pour le
they
jeu
have
là.
their captain,
Clairement.
their kingpin, their chief concocting officer, Kazakis. Kazakis himself is a tri-class
Custom
card,
spell.
and is one of the most exciting cards we've ever made. Because with Kazakis,
Après, il y a Diablo et WoW, les gars. Donc restez parce qu'on va avoir une big annonce au niveau de Diablo.
when you summon Kazakis, he's going to make a potion for you. And depending on how powerful you want that potion to be, you choose a mana cost. And based on that, you discover an effect, and then you discover a second effect, all depending on what you think you need now,
Whoa.
or what you think you need later. And then, your job's done. He was supposed to say job's
Mais
done.
paye
It's
ta
gonna be really
carte en
funny.
fait.
Super funny. And then you have your sweet custom potion in your hand.
Trop drôle.
It is really fun playing with Kazakis. With over 100 different potions you can make, there's always interesting decisions in front of you.
Yo à ceux qui viennent d'arriver.
And all that is
Donc
just
juste après, il y aura
the tip of the
Diablo et WoW.
iceberg.
Hein.
If you want to learn more, please join us for the Hearthstone panel right here on the main stage at 12:30. We'll be revealing even more cards, including tri-class cards from the other families, and giving you a peek behind it all, how it all came together. We're putting the finishing touches on getting Gadget Stand ready for visitors, and we expect you'll be able to head in early December.
Merci.
But for you folks here at BlizzCon, we thought you might want to get your hands on it sooner, so it's playable on the show floor. When you've given that a whirl, come check out the Hearthstone Tavern upstairs on the 3rd floor. You can enjoy some great music, some tasty snacks, and duel some of our developers. And finally, you have to check out some of these matches between some of the best Hearthstone players in the world as they battle it out for the World Championship. The finals are tomorrow. And now, here to tell you something about Diablo 3.
Wow, 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 les gars!
I'm just gonna stay out here for this. Here to tell you about Diablo 3, please join me in welcoming Blizzard's Chief Development Officer,
Ça y est.
Pierce.
Les gars, c'est parti!
Hello, BlizzCon! Hearthstone is a great game, and the work that the team is doing is absolutely amazing. I'm definitely looking forward
L'officier chef du développement, Frank Pierce.
Okay. As many of you know, we are on the eve of a very historic occasion. An event that in many ways represents the battle between good and evil, truth versus corruption, egomaniacal madness versus humanity's hope for the future. I'm talking, of course, about the Diablo 20th anniversary.
Il va y avoir un truc, c'est sûr. C'est obligé.
We wanted to do something very special in Diablo 3 to celebrate. Diablo is a historic series.
Son t-shirt est différent, ouais, t'as raison.
Quite like those first moments in Tristram. The eerie music, the ominous story about dark rituals taking place in the church out at the edge of town. This is an important anniversary to us, and we know it's important to many of you as well. So, we're going to take you back to the original Diablo. We are recreating the original Diablo in Diablo 3.
Nous avons recréé le Diablo originel dans Diablo 3. C'est ce qu'il a dit? J'ai bien compris là.
Our upcoming anniversary patch, The Darkening of Tristram, will send you back into the depths of the cathedral. Hell yeah. You'll explore a monster-filled dungeon 16 levels deep, and you'll come face to face with the 4 main bosses from the first game, including Big Red at the bottom. The art and sound in this patch will harken back to 20 years ago. Original Diablo music during gameplay, special graphics filters to make the visuals pixelated and grainy.
Ah, ils ont upgrade Diablo 1 en fait.
We call it glorious retrovision. Character movement will be locked to 8 directions. As all you veteran Diablo players know, in the old days, we didn't have 360 degrees of movement. We had 8 degrees, and we liked it. This will be a proper old school Diablo experience. It's going to be available to all your current characters, but the best way to experience it will be to roll a brand new character. Now, it would be an utter shame.
Ils vont annoncer les serveurs vanilla sur moi, après je vais rigoler. Ça va être énorme.
But there will be many secrets to discover as well.
Mais nous une vidéo là.
Diablo, this anniversary event will be very nostalgic. If you've never experienced the first game, this will be the perfect opportunity.
Diablo est recréé dans Diablo 3, vous
You
pouvez
have to
donc
see what it
rejouer
looks like.
et trimer Diablo dans une
Attend
version
our
mise à jour.
20th
C'est
anniversary
énorme.
panel right here at 5 p.m. today to see it in action. Now, you won't need to wait long to get your hands on this. The anniversary patch will be on the PTR next week. Everyone will have something to brighten their spirits after the election.
Après les élections. C'est un ouf, lui.
We love Diablo. We're putting our hearts and our memories and our souls into this patch. We're grateful to everyone who has supported Diablo over these past 20 years, and we're committed to this franchise for the long, long term. Okay, a little more Diablo 3 news to share. Next year, we're adding 2 new zones for free to the game for everyone that has Reaper of Souls. They're called Shrouded Moors and Temple of the Firstborn. You'll be able to access them through Adventure Mode. You can learn more about these zones and other plans for Diablo 3 in our panel tomorrow at 4. Okay, there's one more thing. We did extensive market studies. We ran a thorough, in-depth analysis of all the data we collected. We cross-referenced our findings with historical models. It took some time to figure out. We had to look very hard to find the clues. Eventually, we arrived at a very certain conclusion. As it turns out, Diablo 3 players want a specific character class that's not currently available. We've done the research. And now we're ready to execute. Take a look at this.
Death has ravaged our world. And the balance that sustained us has been lost. We feared this day would come. When
Le
the
nécro.
lands are ruined.
Nouvelle classe, les gars, le nécro.
And the champions of the light can no longer save those in need. But I will. For I wield the power they cannot. And a new army of the dead shall rise at my command. All who threaten the balance, beware.
Le Necromancer en 2017. Lourd. Ça a l'air stylé. Je vais l'essayer, ça.
Necromancers are masters of the dark arts, badass battlefield generals who direct their minions like commanders of the dead, and we're going to be able to play them in Diablo 3. We're talking full loadout, bone spear, blood golem, corpse explosion, the works. The new Necromancer is inspired by the Diablo 2 Necromancer that we know and love, and it takes advantage of everything that Diablo 3 has to offer. Necromancer will go on sale next year as part of a character pack, along with some other great features. If you want to learn more about the Necromancer, attend the anniversary panel I mentioned earlier, 5 p.m. here today. But if you can't wait that long, the Necromancer is loaded right now in the Diablo area, ready for you to play.
Wow, attends. J'ai pas compris là.
So, go explode some corpses, have fun, be good to each other, have a great BlizzCon, everyone.
Ah oui, non, mais c'est pour ceux qui sont à la Blizzcon, tu peux le tester, c'est ça. J'ai cru que t'allais le...
We hope you're enjoying a free preview of BlizzCon 2016, an original DirecTV production since 2008.
So let me get this straight.
C'est fini?
We've got
Arrête.
Overwatch League, Sombra,
Arrête.
Mean Streets of Gadgets, and Ragnaros.
C'est
I
pas
have
fini.
so many questions. Luckily, we're sitting here with Blizzard's
Je suis déçu, là.
president and CEO,
Oh, je suis
Mike Morheim. But before we
déçu.
get to Mike, I just want to remind everybody our free preview coverage is about to end, but there is still time to order that BlizzCon virtual ticket. So visit directtv.com/BlizzCon for details on how to order. Now that we got that out of the way, welcome Mike Morhaime. Mike, huge announcement.
Ouais, en gros, alors j'ai baissé un peu le son du truc. Écoutez. En gros, ils ont dit que, alors, tu sais, dans l'après-midi, demain, etc. Donc ça, c'est les accès privés. Là, c'était l'accès public qu'on avait pour cette cérémonie. L'accès, alors, en gros, demain, les news sur WoW, ça va venir dans l'après-midi ou demain, d'accord? Donc regardez sur MMO Champion. Si on fait un récapitulatif, donc il y a eu des nouvelles annonces dans tous les jeux, mais moi, ce que je retiens énormément, c'est l'annonce de la ligue, en fait. Ils lancent une ligue professionnelle sur Overwatch avec salaire, salary cap, machin et tout. Ça va être quelque chose d'assez ouf. WoW, il n'y a pas dans l'oignon, hein. WoW, ils vont l'annoncer de toute façon. Ils vont l'annoncer tout à l'heure. WoW. Dans l'après-midi ou demain, on aura les nouveautés. Bon, en tout cas, on est 907, les gars. Genre, c'est un truc de ouf. Ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais mettre en fait la VOD qu'on vient de faire là, toute la cérémonie sur YouTube. Donc ceux qui ont raté, vous pourrez la re-regarder. En ce qui me concerne, il est 20h. Je vais... Alors attends, c'était ça le truc de ouf Diablo, what the fuck, mais ouais, le gros projet de Blizzard. Bah je sais pas en fait, finalement, il n'y a pas eu de trucs si ouf que ça. Il y a eu la nouvelle extension d'Hearthstone. Nouveau implantation de Diablo 1 dans Diablo 3, nouvelle classe, donc le Necro, la ligue professionnelle sur Overwatch, et c'est tout quoi. Donc bon. Sur SC2, ils rajoutent des maps, mais pour World of Warcraft, on aura les nouveautés. En gros, je vous explique, tous ceux qui ont l'accès privé Blizzcon, qui se sont acheté le billet virtuel, allez-y, regardez dans la nuit, regardez demain, parce que si vous êtes intéressé par WoW, vous aurez les news sur WoW demain, et les nouveautés à ce moment-là. Donc ce qu'on va faire les amis, c'est que moi je vais vous laisser là pour ce soir, donc je vais couper la VOD, donc on dit au revoir à YouTube, à bientôt YouTube, voilà.